G'day folks, this is Shane. Today we're checking out the Maton Homme signature guitar. This is the BB 1200. This is one of two in existence right now in left-handed, and it's an absolute pleasure to show you this. So let's see how it sounds. G'day folks, you were listening to the Homme signature guitar from Maton. Let's check it out up close. I hope you liked that little piece of music at the start of this video. I shot it specifically for this video. I thought I'd better play something a little bit different with a guitar like this. So now, this is a pretty interesting guitar. It's a little bit different to what you might expect. It has two humbucker pickups, which you can split coil thanks to these push-pull pots over here. Now the interesting thing about these pots, and one of the things that sort of confused me completely when I first picked it up, is this volume pot would normally work for this one, right? Not on this guitar, it works for this one. And this one works for this one. So that must be one of those artist decisions that will just confuse anybody, basically. But yeah, anyway, that's the way that it works. So it's kind of reversed. Humbucker mode, button in, split coil, button out. So that's how that works. This is a tone control over here as well, no extra functionality, and that's how it is. Check out this actual bridge tailpiece here. It looks really, really nice. This guitar has a whole lot of sustain. This finish too, if it's not obvious on camera, is kind of like a matte finish. And we have a toggle switch, three-way toggle switch here, so you can switch pickups as per normal. Here's the back of the guitar. As you can see, it's serial number 0666. So I don't know if that's a joke or what, but I thought that was pretty funny. We have Grover tuners as well. So tuning stability on this thing is pretty great, even with these strings that have never been played. That's the headstock right there. As you can see, it says Maton. And I gotta say, this neck profile is kind of unique. It doesn't really feel like anything else in my collection of guitars. It almost feels a little thinner down here than it does up here in terms of actual width, in terms of this way. In terms of its feel in the hand, it's kind of a 60s neck. I don't know, it just feels different. It's one of those things, I've never really played another guitar that has this exact neck shape. So props to Maton for doing something different that feels different to play, yet still feels really, really functional in the hand. So it's not bad. Now in terms of weight, this would be about the same weight as my ES335, so it's not a very heavy guitar. It's definitely not as heavy as my Telecaster or whatever, so I would say this would be around the same weight as a Gibson ES335. Just a regular standard one, or an Epiphone Dot or something like that. So it does have some hollow cavities in here as well, but it does also have a block, what looks like from here down, and it's really hard to see on the inside, but yeah, there's definitely a piece of wood under this section of the guitar here. I don't know how much there is up here. It's just difficult to know, but otherwise it looks beautiful. A huge thanks to Sky Music for letting me borrow this guitar. I really appreciate it, guys. If you want to find out more about this, all the links will be on screen and in the description below. What a cool lefty. Let's get into it. All right, let's get into it. We're going to start with some dirty tones, and the sound that you were hearing on my solo was the Kemper profile of my own Marshall amplifier on the actual crunch channel. So we're going to start dirty and then we'll go clean as well. This is neck pickup in humbucker mode. Sounds great. Bridge pickup. sustain is great. All right, and both pickups. Let's go back to bridge. Now the neck's a really interesting shape. It feels a little different to pretty much all of my other guitars. The neck feels unfamiliar, but it doesn't feel bad. It just feels different. I don't know what it is about it. The finish on it is definitely different, but it's more about the shape of it. It feels different in the hand, especially when I'm doing that single note stuff. It feels easy to play, just different. It's almost like it's smaller this way or something. I don't know. Now the interesting thing about this guitar, and one of the small criticisms I have, is the fact that this volume pot takes care of the bridge pickup instead of the neck pickup, and this one takes care of the neck pickup instead of the bridge pickup. So they're kind of backwards. They roll the correct way, forwards is on, but I'll show you what I mean. So if I turn this one down and I go to neck pickup, nothing, right? So that, to me, I don't know if that's, it's probably not a mistake. It's probably the artist's suggestion thing, but you know, that would take some getting used to, at least in my opinion. So let's try some split coil modes now. And this is neck pickup. Bridge. And over to both pickups. And now both pickups, but with the bridge picker in humbucker mode. And let's reverse that. Cool. Over to some cleaner tones now. Let's start on neck pickup in humbucker mode. Bridge. And over to both pickups. All right, let's try that on split coil on both. Kind of prefer it in humbucker mode. Still got all the tops there, but it just sounds a little fatter, obviously. Let's go bridge. And let's split bridge pickup, which was that one. Nice. Thanks for watching, guys. My name's Shane. If you have any comments or questions about the guitar or the video, please leave them below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and also click that little bell. So what do I think of this particular guitar? Although visually it was beautiful, I didn't have any expectations because I've played many beautiful guitars before that weren't very nice tone-wise or feel-wise. This actually might be the best Maton I've ever played. I've owned some acoustics and electrics over the years, and this wipes the floor with those. So this is a really nice guitar. A couple of the things that I don't like about this guitar, and it could just be that it's a signature series guitar, is the fact that these actual volume pots are reversed. So like I said, that's neck pickup and that's bridge pickup. I don't like that at all, but that's just me. I mean, this is an artist series guitar, so odds are they've done that to please the artist. But yeah, in terms of a lefty, it's pretty beautiful. The sustain is great as well. The only other thing that I'm not 100% certain on is the feel of the neck. It feels wider in terms of height here than here. I think that's what it is. When I was saying that it feels different in the hand and I couldn't put my finger on it, I think because it's actually a little bit sort of more narrow down this side. And looking at it just with my eyes, I think I can see the way that the strings go, that it is slightly narrower here. At least it feels that way. Yeah, I think it is quite a bit sort of taller here. But it's an interesting neck. It plays great. The tuners are Grovers, so they stay in tune. And this is 0666 on the serial number. So I don't know if that's anything to email home about, but I thought that was interesting as well. Finish wise, it looks beautiful. It's got this really nice matte finish. And yeah, overall the frets are good too. Thank you, Maton. Finally, a guitar with good frets. My acoustic that I had was just terrible in terms of fret work. My electric wasn't too bad, but the frets on this are much, much better. So they get a big thumbs up from me on that. So yeah, I don't want to come off like a hater, but I've owned a few guitars and been somewhat disappointed in certain aspects of it. Now, the only other thing that may or may not be an issue for some people is the fact that the volume pots pull up and down like this. Sometimes these can come loose really easy. They're easy to fix, right? This is just a screw in the side, but that's just one of those things you got to be aware of. Some people would prefer a toggle switch or something else to split the coils that way, but you know, I don't mind it. I think it actually feel pretty good as well. But overall, I like it. I'm pretty surprised how great it sounds. So let me know in the comments what you think of this. Before shooting this video, I actually looked up the artist whose name is on this, Homme, and I thought, okay, so this guy's a bit of a rocker, a bit of a stoner rocker, maybe back in the day or whatever. So I put together a bit of a different backing track, so hopefully it was okay. But it's not my usual blues thing, but yeah, I thought, you know what, I'll mix it up for this guitar because it needed a bit of rock and roll, or whatever that was at the start anyway. Thanks again for watching, guys. My name's Shane. If you want to find out more about this guitar, I borrowed it from Sky Music here in Melbourne, Australia. All the links will be on screen and in the description below. It's pretty cool. One of the best lefties I've tried in recent times, so minus my dorky strap. Thanks again, guys. See ya.